Hi, this is Tony with Fortis. Here we have Anibal Salinas. He's the creator of the Super Woody, and we just want to get a couple questions, figure out what's going on with the gun, where you got the parts, and really just trying to pick your brain and figure out what sort of came along with the ideas.
Well, I guess the idea kind of brewed from the original Woody that I did for Battle Arms for the SHOT Show, for SHOT Show 2016. On that one, I didn't do this top piece. It was just the bottom piece, and it had like a little top rail skill on it. But on this one, I kind of wanted to make it more of a, I guess, more like the AK version,
right,
where you can have a full grip. And part of that was for heat as well, because as wood doesn't transfer heat as like aluminum does. Not that it's going to be shot while it's hot, but it's also more ergonomic this way. And when I grab it, you can kind of it's already very ergonomic. That's why I made those cutouts, and it basically fits perfect. So I'm able to do it like that, and that's where I got the idea for the front part. And then the wood itself, it's exhibition grade English walnut. It's 30 years old. It's been age-dried for 30 years. It's hand-picked by, some guy that just knows his wood style. But I basically had to grab that blank and choose the best parts of it, in the grain, where the grain structure looked the best, and then cut out parts and make scales. And this part was pretty hard to make because it's a veneer wrapped over a stainless steel sheet of sheet metal, stainless steel sheet. So I had to first form the sheet metal the same shape as the Battle Arm original Kydex cheek rest, and then I cut a thin slip of that of the wood and made my own veneer out of it, and steam shaped it and epoxied it into place.
Awesome. So I guess the one big question everyone really has is how much time that was actually spent on all these parts, because everything is so intricate. I think it'd be good for everyone to know, what part took how long. Obviously, I'm sure you went back and forth in terms of how you wanted the ergonomics to be shaped, and how you wanted the gun to be crafted.
Exactly. So like on this part here, I would say it took me a solid good week just to I guess think about it, and I kind of cut out 2 blocks in the shape of the rail, and I stuck it on there, and then I just pretty much started tracing the shape out as it was on the rail.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, now I got to come back and start cutting stuff out and shaping it, and I started sanding away at it, and then I had everything, and then I'm like, what, I like the way these cutouts on the rail are, so let's kind of incorporate that up here as well. And it'll show like the gas block as well, so it's got an SLR titanium gas block in there. And yeah, man, that's how I came up with that.
Awesome. And then what is the main idea behind the anodizing? I mean, the coloration is so unique. Can you explain that to us?
So yeah, so the color came from a color case hardening. A lot of the bespoke and older rifles have that kind of a color, and it's a heat tempering process that they use basically bone ash to heat temper it, and then they quench it, and it creates that real pretty color you get. And you can't do that to aluminum, because aluminum can't withstand that temperature.
Right.
And it's just a different steel altogether. So I sent it off to an anodizer that had a lot of experience, and sent them some reference photos, and I'm like, man, so can you match this? And this is what came out of that.
Awesome. That's sweet. I guess really the last question we have is, where did you get all these parts? Who makes all these great products?
All right, so first I'll start off with Fortis. So this is the Fortis switch rail, and it was a 12-inch rail that I cut up to 6.7 inches for a 7.5-inch barrel, and then I also removed part of the top Picatinny off, because I ended up joining 2 pieces of wood, and I was able to slide that on there, and then put all the screws on there, so the whole rail slides on. Awesome. And then you just bolt it in place. And the upper and lower, it's a Battle Arms PDW, Battle Arms upper, lightweight, and this is all integrated stock. So The original cheek rest, like I said, is Kydex, and the rods have been PVD coated black, and so is all the accessories on the lower. All the parts kits, all PVD coated black and polished. Let me see. This is a Lithia Defense BCG from. They're just starting up, so it's a black nitride coated. It's pretty sweet, it's slick, lightweight selector lever from Battle Arms. The grip is Executive Ordnance, and I redid their grip scales, and I made my own medallions out of stainless steel, and had my engraver Rick Simmons from Bespoke Engraver engrave the medallions, the buffer tube, and there's a lot of engraving. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all around there, and up here on the top as well. So he did all the engraving, and charging handles of BCM. The sights are Spikes Tacticals Micros, SLR MRO mount, MRO from Trigicon, and I got a silencer coil muzzle brake on there. And also, I know you were asking about the barrel.
Yeah.
So, you know, for NFA purposes, I had to make basically a mock barrel or fake barrel, and I like the Thompson, the way that looked. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it look like the Thompson.
Right, but you said that this is something you want to do in the future. Correct?
Oh yeah. I'm
gonna want to create a barrel like
I'm
that.
gonna get a heavy blank, and then I'm just gonna start milling out. I'm gonna mill out all those grooves, and it'll look just like this when I'm done with it in the end. So again, SLR titanium gas block that I polished up and heat anodized, and it's got an Elfman trigger, Elfman Tactical, flat trigger, and I believe that's it in parts, man.
Awesome, thank you, dude. So that's it for us here at Fortis. Please like, subscribe to our YouTube page, and if you have any comments, please comment below. Thanks a lot. Thank you.